right, so welcome back to the Balanced Diet of Teletainment this early morning. Now, if you check your agogo, you go see say the next bus stop will they enter. Now, one of the stories we don't carry before, but we don't bring her now because we just give you the surface level of that story, and that now why we still make sure say Bernard Akelede inside the studio with us. You know, come out even after he give us the international stories. And this one now we don't waka look all the 36 states, and we don't decide say it be like say one of the states where they trend and the states where we need to bring come here Domot. And this state now the state we get father and son-in-law. You know the state? Yes, it's Imo State. Now the Imo State governor, Rochas Okorocha, don't come outside. He don't refuse to shake body on top in determination to make sure say his son-in-law will be chief of staff for Uche Nwosu succeed him inside 2019. Now he come outside and this one through his special advisor on electoral matters, that na Chief Steve, when in come outside tell journalists say Nwosu, that na your son-in-law will develop the state. And people they always talk, do cho. But me, I need to ask so. Say if you check out American history, you go see and say the Kennedys plus 1, 2, 3, even up to 7, the Kennedy dynasty, say all of them too, at least some of the major people for inside there ruled the country called America, and it was a success. In commerce, I talk say, look, Bush family, Bush senior president, the two governors, the two Peking Wayne gets, then two become governors of the state of America. He says, so why can't we borrow a leaf from waiting don't happen for inside America? Why are we making it so much of a big deal if a family member who don't take position before passes it down to another family member who is about to take that same position? We don't bring Akoya Domo this morning. So what do you think about this statement where the governor of Imo State don't come outside and make concerning his son-in-law, we suppose, according to him, suppose succeed him come 2019. Now, of course, Bernard Akelede is still with us in the studio.
Yeah.
Now, Bernard, this is not this not person we're not the alien to the political terrain for inside Imo State. I mean, his son-in-law. Now, you feel say, is this something where we need to bother about?
To be, in all honesty, the executive governor of Imo State that's talking about Rochas Okorocha, the thing where he come and talk no be strange thing. There's nothing wrong if his son-in-law or if he endorsed his son-in-law as in successor for Imo State to take over the position of the next governor of the state, as long as they don't meet all the requirements. He's of the age, he's in the right mental and physical position, don't meet all the requirements where they need, then why not? If he try out as the next governor. But don't forget say now election na still matter. If the people for Imo State feel say this guy no be the person where we want, then there's no problem. They no go vote for him. But if they feel say in the person where we want, we feel say if he take over from Rochas, if he do better than Rochas, if he continue from where Rochas stop, then no problem. Also, don't forget say he know they directly related to Rochas. Yes. He marry into Rochas family. Now, more look the example when he don't give. Now hear me, I want to tackle the statements where they may give. In talk say we had the Bushes, say George Bush Senior been there before. Later, his son can't take over. Bill Clinton been there before. Later, his wife too can't run for election, and so forth and so on. The Kennedys back in the 60s, I believe. Then too, JF Kennedy been running, brother too been run and so. But well, we know say Bush and his son no be back to back. They run. Bush Senior first been power in the early 90s. After Bush, we get like 2 successive, American presidents before his son come run. Which means within that period, if they groom his son, that's George Bush Jr., George W. Bush Jr. If they groom him down, they go through the ranks, they rise through the ranks, they learn all the stages of American government before he can take over that particular position. In the same vein, Clinton been dead there. When he been there, the next person will enter that Bush, we don't forget. Before his wife begin there, try to do different things. And his wife already been there inside government. Now, in the same way, we get Rochas' son-in-law, who is actively in government, is the chief of staff right now in the land. So here now the problem is say because Rochas don't forget, he already put his sister as commissioner for happiness and couple fulfillment. I know I never go in Imo State here to know how fulfilled the couples are there and how happy the people are. But because they don't put his sister there in that new particular office.
But she was in office before then anyway.
I'm sorry?
She was in office before.
Oh, yeah, she was in office before taking new role. But because they now don't put her as new role, so now Rochas don't there. His sister don't there. Now while he's leaving, his son-in-law too go there. So now people don't complain, say it don't seem like say a monarchical system of government. It don't turn to family affair. Now there the people they complain. But me, I still state that as long as this particular young man don't fulfill all the requirements to run for gubernatorial elections, may they leave and make a run. If the people say they don't want them, they don't go vote them. That's just the biggest thing there.
Now, a lot of people, they even complain about his own administration and the facts and the way he don't rule the state, because we know say the state is one of the states where they owe pensioners their salaries, and the state is one of the states where a lot of things in terms of the package of the workers or the citizens of that state, you know, they quite favorable to a lot of people. But on the other hand, a lot of people don't come give them better mark in terms of infrastructure, because if you look what he don't do for inside Imo State in the past 5 years, if not more than 5 years, in terms of road expansion, because I don't go Imo State to worry sometime last year or so, and I see say in terms of road network, he has expanded a lot of roads. You don't relocate some of the markets. Econo-1 market and one of the markets where they put in plan, say he needs to relocate Econo-1 market to one of the maybe relief market axis or one of those areas for inside Imo State. But then again, a lot of people, they come outside, they talk, say, if you never fit handle certain things. Now, he's also the same governor. We come outside, talk, say, make workers dress, have farming days. Out of the 5 working days, there should be 2 days, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 days for farm, which is Thursday and Friday. Now, I think he's also the same person who talked about having traditional dresses, native attires. So he don't come outside, bring up some suggestions where for some people, it tally well with them. For some other people, it not tally well with them. But some people still, they come outside and talk, say, your administration never finish, but you need to make sure, say, now when you see the office, you need to get some things right. Focus on the welfare of the workers. Focus on the fact, say, food never today cadged for inside your state. Focus on the fact, say, maybe the Minister of Couples Enjoyment hasn't really come up to the capacity which is supposed to come up for inside the state. You feel, say, those people have the right to give out such allegations against him?
Well, yeah, very true. Now, what you don't talk now is going to bring me into the next thing where I want to talk about. Now, the problem here, we say, a lot of people don't talk, say, because now Rochas then endorsed this particular young man as a son-in-law, a lot of his own ideas and ideologies, this particular young man will be passed on to him, saying that this new in son-in-law land where they endorse will just be like a pawn in Rochas' hands. Say anything where Rochas say may do, now ain't good one. Now the fear many people they get be that. Truly, some people, of course, in every administration, you will get some people who don't benefit from the government, and you get some where they see the complaints the government never do anything at all, as Luchi been talked earlier. And the truth be that some parts of the states don't they improve, while other parts people see they complain. Some people, even the road expansion where they talk about, some people see they talk, say they get some roads where Oga Rochas never do well, he never commission, he never finish. They get some things where he's supposed to do, where he never do. Say if he bring this young man in, he's hardly going to do anything new. So this man will only continue from where Rochas stopped. He will only continue with the ideas and the ideologies where in father-in-law being get on ground already. So yes, these people get argument. They have an argument that they can actually push forward, you know. And they talk, say, rather than bring somebody that shares the same ideas with the past governor, why will you just bring somebody new, somebody different? We don't see things from the other side. You know, they say, if they watch ball, now who they watch ball from outside, now be the game pass. Now you they see where they play, where they know they play. So if you bring somebody from outside, we know they, within this particular group of government people, so maybe that person go fit don't see the things when they don't miss, the things when they don't see. So that he go fit bring new innovations, new ideas, new suggestions to come replace the ones where Oga Rochas don't put in place. So yes, a lot of people don't complain. While some they agree with in government, some they complain, say, rather than bring the same person because it will be same of same. That's what they talk. Say, you bring, you they power before. Next thing, you can't carry somebody, so you come, I won't come out, make I come put you there. So the person go only do the things where you say make him do. And, well, in all honesty, Nigeria, we don't say Nigerian politics. We are, I'm not going to say be devil, because politics everywhere, there's godfatherism. But Nigerian politics, who them put there? If they put somebody there, most of the time, the person go they dance to the tune, like they say, he who pays the piper calls the tune. Yeah. You know, so he go they dance to the tune of the person we put her in there. So now the argument with these people, actually don't mention, the argument where they hold in hand, where they get in hand rather, be that. And that's what many of them are complaining about.
Now we'll come out from Imo State just a little bit now, because time not be our friend. Let's talk about the sack of Borough and the reinstatement, or rather the bringing in of a new person. You feel say you actually come late?
Well, coming late, would there have been a better time? Whether I come early or I come late, I think the basic issue now, and I say, a lot of things have been happening, and now when they don't sack them, don't come out them, are we expecting something new? I think that's the basic question we're supposed to ask. Because, yes, I know why you ask whether I come late, because a lot of people don't they complain about Borough a long time ago, you know, from a long time coming. And then you go wonder, say, all these complaints, are they founded? All the allegations with them place, are they founded? Are they true? What Mr. President don't they do since the investigative committee? Have they really been digging deep to find out if these allegations are true or not? And then if eventually they were not true, how come say they still sack him? If they are true, why didn't they sack him since? You know, so coming late, coming early, well, for some people go say, yes, it was late. It's supposed to come out and since. Others go say, whether they come out and since or they just come out and now. Now, whether things go change, that be the basic issue.
Especially in the Niger Delta region.
In the Niger Delta region, exactly. But for me, I think personally, if you ask me this question, I think personally say, yes, I think it came late. I feel, say, a lot of change is supposed to already come in since from now. And if, you know, several times we don't talk this thing here, so one of the biggest problems we get with government, people for Nigeria here, is accountability. If something they go wrong, there is somebody heading that particular department, heading that particular unit, where you fit trace all these wrongdoings to the person table. For example, when we've been talking about the federal hospital for Abuja, you know, they complain, say things they happen, no equipment, exactly. They get somebody, the chief medical director, where they supposed on hold since. Yes. In the same vein, things they go on, we supposed on hold borrow since. Now be the guy where they in charge of this particular unit. So if things have been going on, why we no hold on since? Why we saying that now we can't hold on? But we hope, say, as they don't change them, say also things will change. You know.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much, Bernard Akede, for coming inside the studio once again to be with us on top of the morning show. All right, we don't see him on top the balanced diet of Teletainment this morning. We'll go there again tomorrow to give you more and more on top of the show. I remain the Chain Bank, make it a better day. And I remain Uvi Ehigamuso. See you again tomorrow.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.